I'm need to make a video. Some people have asked me to make this video about how to prepare your map ready for your server. So when you compile your map in Hammer, it's going to be pretty small compared to the actual size. So if you go to my maps directory here, okay, and if I go to where is my warehouse survival, let's see, V1, right, BSP. You can see it's only 27 meg, right? It's very small, right? But there's a whole bunch of stuff in this file. There's a whole bunch of entities and textures that you need to bring into the file to make it usable on the server. So when your friends load the map, it's not all blank and they see, you know, the missing textures and everything. So what you have to do is you have to load this IDE. It's called VIDE. I call it VIDE, but the interface, and I'll put the link in the description below where you can download it. Basically, you want to go to the pack lump editor here. You want to go to where you saved your map, which is where I just said where it was on mine. Warehouse release survival V1. Okay. Survival V1. Okay. Open. And then you want to go to scan and browse to the Insurgency directory. Now my Insurgency directory is on E, but yours could be on C. It doesn't matter. It's going to be the same path. So it'll be program files, Steam apps, common, Insurgency. And then when you get to the Insurgency for it, click on it once and then select folder. So that's what you'll have up here, Insurgency 2, Insurgency. And then under, then you just do scan, and it'll go off and find everything that belongs to your map. Depending on the size of your map, it may take a while. I mean, your maps, some maps are fairly small, so it'll be fairly quick. You just let it do its thing. The important thing is wherever it saves the BSP, in wherever you save your map, it saves it in two places. Okay, so when you compile your map and you run it for test, it copies a copy. It copies a copy of the BSP file to the map directory of the Insurgency folder, right? So there's a map running. There's a BSP file where you saved it, and there's a BSP file where it runs, but it still runs minimal. Like it doesn't incorporate everything into it, right? The files that are on the save location in the map directory, they're the same size, and they're fine for local use only, right? Because all your files and all your textures and all your entities are local to your machine, which is fine. But when you have to give this to someone else, they need to be able to load all the entities and the textures and so forth, and that's what this does here. So it brings them all into the BSP, okay? And you can see that this warehouse one, it's quite, and you see the size of this file? It's 27 megs, okay? So then when it's done, you'll see this. You'll see it. Some things yellow, some things you know, different colors and everything. That's fine. Click auto, okay, and then click apply, and then hit save. And it's going to take a save, and it's going to make a backup of the original BSP file here, okay? And then you'll see the size difference between the original. Look at that. Look at the size difference between them. This one here is 27 meg. This one's 124 meg. That's the difference. That's all the stuff that it brought in. Okay, so what you do is you copy the BSP file that it made, and you copy it to the maps directory. Let's see, do I even have one open? No, I don't. Yeah, okay, I'll use this one. Okay, so I'll go to Insurgency maps, and then paste it in here. Okay. Now you do not want to recompile the map after you've copied it here, because it'll wipe it out. It'll wipe the file out. You need a copy of this file on your local machine in the maps directory, and you need a copy of the BSP file on the server. The same copy, the same file. Okay, and you obviously need the nav and the text file to go with it. So you need all three. The nav is for the bots, and text describes what the file does. Okay, so once you've got this file here, right, then you load your your FTP program, and you FTP these 3 files to the server. And then as long as the files on the server match these files here, because if they don't, it'll get a BSP does not match. These 2 files are not so important, but this one is. Okay, so the BSP file itself is very important. So once you copy this to the server in the maps folder, and these 3 files, actually, depending on whatever it's for, it doesn't really matter, but you need these 3 files. And this file, like I said, has to match the maps in the maps directory on your local machine, the same file, the same size. So when you run it on the server and your friends run it, you're all running the same version of file. And so because some of them, and if they don't automatically download the file, then you'll have to send it to them through a shared drive or some sort of Dropbox or something like that. You'll have to send them the zip, which will contain these 3 files, and then they'll have to put that in their map directory. And then that's it. That's all you need to do. I mean, there's not much more to do it. I hope I covered everything that I need to. I know this video is really short, and if there's anything else you need, just let me know.